Okay, so I am making a yogurt cake that I have made several times. It's calling for 1.5 cups of flour. So this is a 1/2 cup. So I'm just going to put it in here 3 times. There is the flour. And it is also calling for 2/3 cup of sugar. And I use organic brown sugar. And I also, oops, this is a 1/2 cup. 2/3 would have been way too sweet. I use brown sugar. I use half brown sugar. And then I'm going to use half of the white sugar. So I don't like it real sweet, so I don't even fill it all the way up. So 1/3 cup of the white sugar and 1/3 cup of the brown sugar. Then it calls for a whole cup of yogurt. And I just use a Greek yogurt. This is a, I think it's a French Greek yogurt. It's really good, really rich. So I'm using, that's 1/2 cup. And another. And that is 1 total cup. And then it is calling for some oil. I gotta look at the, I forgot how much oil it was calling for. Ugh. Okay, it's calling for 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And this is some vanilla that I got from Costco when I was in the States. So I'm just gonna use 2 tablespoons, and if it goes over a little, 2 teaspoons. That's not really a big deal. Not a big deal at all. And then it calls for 1/3 cup of oil. And I am using sunflower oil. You want to use an oil that has a neutral flavor. I used olive oil one time and it tasted funny because, you know, olive oil has a strong taste. So this is sunflower oil. Doesn't really taste like anything. And then that's it. All you gotta do is mix it up. I am mixing it up. And you notice it does not, oh shucks. Well, that's sort of a blooper. He's trying to turn it towards the camera. Well, I'm going to keep on going. I'll clean it up afterwards. Okay, so this is what it's going to be looking like. And you can see the chunks of the brown sugar because I'm using like an organic brown sugar. So basically, you just got flour, oil, sugar, vanilla, and yogurt. Vanilla is like a little extra thing that I throw in there. You don't have to use vanilla if you don't want to, but gives it a little more flavor for me. Okay, these are my little loaf pans that I'm going to be putting it in. And I'm going to spray them right now. Spraying the loaf pans. Oops. And these are the berries. Now when I first made this recipe, I'm just making sure the oil is around here, so I don't want the yogurt bread to stick. When I first made the recipe, it didn't call for any berries, but that's just something that I have adapted on my own just to give it a little bit more flavor. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that. It almost looks like, I mean, it has a texture of bread already. Looks like dough, doesn't it? Look at that texture. Looks like dough. So, as you see, I just got a little bit of this in here. And I'm going to put some, just put some berries down the bottom. So that when it cooks, you'll have berries throughout. Sorry for that noise. And you can put as many or as little as you want in there. And I'm doing this to get the dough a little leveled. You can also use a spatula for this. I think I need a little bit more dough in here. The texture seems different this time. I don't remember it being this. Yeah. I normally make 2 decent sized loaves and then like one mini loaf. But this might be pretty even on these. I'm gonna put some berries at the bottom. You don't have to add berries. You can add whatever fruit you want. This recipe is very versatile. You can add apples, whatever your favorite fruit is, you can put it in here. Whatever's in season, that's what I would add. I wouldn't add anything if it wasn't in season. Unless it was frozen fruit. Frozen fruit would work well in here as well. I might have 3 equal loaves this time. Let's put some more in here. And then I might put a few more on top. I just made a mess all around here. All right, so there you have it. So there you have it. You got 3 little loaves, little mini loaves, raspberry and blueberry yogurt breads. Now they are ready to go in the oven. Okay, so now these are going to go in the oven. They are going to cook. I check them at maybe about 20. Check them about 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll check them about 20 minutes and then see how they're doing. Because they're small, so they don't take a long time to cook. Alexa, set the timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Starting
There you have. Okay, so this is them halfway through. And what I had to do was the berries and the raspberries were like sticking out on top. So I forgot to push them down in before I put them in the oven. So halfway through, make sure you check it and your berries are not sticking up on top, because you want them to be melted inside of the bread. So I took some berries and pushed them down to make them so they're inside. They look like they're popping up again, but they're not going to come out. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. All right. Okay, so I don't think these are ready. Oh, wait a minute. They are ready. Look at that clean. They're ready. These are done. Look at those. Okay, so this is the finished product. Bursting blueberries and raspberries. They smell really good. So I'm gonna let them sit for a little bit, 5 or 10 minutes, and mix a cup of tea. And this is my little snack this evening. What I normally do is cut them in half or cut them in, pieces, and I freeze them. They freeze very well. There you have blueberry raspberry yogurt bread.